Hello, and welcome into yet another special episode of Into the Dark. The subject of today is why immortality doesn't make characters win every fight. But before that, I wanted to thank all of you guys for 900 subscribers. It mean a lot to me, and I didn't think I would got so many subscribers in only a couple of videos. But anyway, drop the out of context intro, and let's go into the dark.
I just busted right inside him, and he can't extend on me anymore, and he seems a little overwhelmed by my girth and tonnage.
First of all, what is immortality? Well, for those who don't know, immortality is the ability to simply not die by natural means for any number of reasons, ranging from simply having no limit to your lifespan, being able to regenerate from wounds that would normally be lethal, or being protected by a higher being, among other possible reasons. It should be noted that no immortality is truly perfect, and no matter how much a character's immortality is heaped up within their own setting, it is very, very unlikely that they are truly completely unkillable when matched up against characters from other fictions. There is 9 types of immortality. The most common ones are regeneration and resurrection. People usually associate immortality with durability, however it's just a big misunderstanding.
Please.
That was durability, or in other words, how much hit you can take. But this is endurance, since he didn't even took the hit and needed to regenerate to keep fighting. In other words, if you keep living after having half of your body destroyed, that's endurance. The same way this is durability and this is endurance. So if you still didn't understand, immortality doesn't make you more durable. It helps you survive hits that would have killed you without immortality. That's the definition of endurance. Here's another example. Now that you get the example, let me introduce you to people who don't. Jason fans. Jason fans are the types of people that will say Jason win against any character in fiction, because he's immortal, and they don't even do research on the character against Jason. They will just keep throwing the same bullshit while ignoring all of your arguments. Let me tell you why Jason don't solo fiction. Because he's immortal. 1. Jason only kills humans, and killing trained soldier can only take you so far. 2. If you put him against people with actual superpowers, he will actually have trouble or even die. 3. If you take or destroy his soul, it kills him. It's working on almost any character with immortality, which means guts can cut his soul and kill him. 4. You can keep him somewhere like at the bottom of Crystal Lake or freeze him, and he will not move most of the time. 5. He's slow. The fastest speed feat of the big 3 of slashers is made by Freddy Krueger, and it was sending a house in space in a matter of second, which is in the sub-relativistic category. 6. He got blown up in Jason Goes to Hell, and yes, it's canon.
No, it is canon. It's in Friday the 13th. Sorry, I made one of those movies. It's canon.
Lastly, there is a comics version of Jason, and his fans actually act like it's a powerful threat. Because you can show things that you can't in movie in comics, but even there they messed it up. You see, movie Jason scaled to war level, which is the lowest superhuman tier in power scaling that literally everyone in fiction surpass in one episode. Jason had to punch a metal door multiple times, while people like Muzan can one-tap the chunk of a building. To put it in perspective, a random curse from Jujutsu Kaisen can create small building level craters, while Jason has to literally go in a form to do it. Almost all of Undead Comics' Jason feats are war level. He just do it more often than the movie version, and he got beaten by a normal human holding a rock, and the same normal human is fast enough to cut off his head, which mean that any character who scale above war level can beat Undead Jason. I'm talking Tanjiro or anyone in Demon Slayer. I'm talking Denji. Yeah, even Homelander. You heard me right. I said Homelander beat Comics Jason, and it's not close. So don't even compare a guy who get rock combo to a guy who can destroy building chunk while weakened. And last 3 things before I get to next point. 1. Comics Freddy has better durability than comics Jason since he got up after getting shot by a tank. 2. You may ask, why immortal Freddy work and not Jason? Because beside having 7 types of immortality, Freddy has genuinely other superpowers like time, law and dimensional manipulation. He can also blow up Earth for some reason. And if you're interested, I did a power scaling video about him. 3. Complete cellular destruction can destroy characters with regeneration, but that only work on characters who can only regenerate their physical body. So to resume, we've learned that Jason can be contained. He can actually be killed, and that comics version is weaker than Homelander. What more do I have on the list? Almost anything I said about Jason can be said about Michael, except that people actually believe he's some kind of unstoppable personification of the concept of evil, while last version has been retconned to just a very endurant human.
Is he superhuman?
He is, he's spectacular and resilient, but he is a human.
Like bro, if your character is getting that treatment from a girl, you should stop comparing him to Superman or Kratos. And again, people really think he beat Demon Slayer just because he's immortal, and forgot that people in Demon Slayer can dodge lightning and deal with immortal threat every day. We never saw Michael quickly regenerate after being beheaded. Demons can do it all the times, and a normal Hashira can shake an entire train just by using breathing style, which is a better feat than anything Michael has done. His best speed feat was evading a bullet at the last second, but again, they dodge lightning. And I got an advice for Michael and Jason fans. Please watch other fictions and stop assuming manga characters are cringe. The whole point of this video is to say that immortality doesn't give you an auto win over everyone. And you can still be immortal and be damaged by someone or contained somewhere forever, which count as defeat. And don't get me wrong, I'm a horror fan, and this is a horror-related channel. But Jason and Michael wouldn't be that dangerous in other words of fictions, and they most of the time deal with human, while other characters deal with superpowered people. And I think people usually associate having a cool design to being powerful, but being iconic doesn't mean you're overpowered. Another character who is glazed because he's immortal is Art the Clown, and I can't show every abilities he has without getting age restricted. But let's just say he had to reset character and got off by a bullet. If the character genuinely take one movie to resurrect because of a bullet, don't say he win his fight because he's immortal. So to resume, we've learned that characters with soul manipulation, self-destruction, and a power to contain or restrain someone can deal with or kill immortality users, and that immortality doesn't give you more durability. But anyway, I hope you learned something today, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. The video is shorter than the usual because the subject can be simply explained and because I'm editing another video. But I was your host for today, and this was the 5th episode of Into the Dark.
I just busted right inside him, and he can't extend on me anymore, and he seems a little overwhelmed by my girth and tonnage.